We're in the office today for Warrior Wednesday because what better place to talk about the truth? Because you see, what you want in life is directly related to how well you can tell the truth about what you want. And I'm going to tell you a story about my son, because I'm not talking about telling the truth in terms of like, well, don't lie to people. Yeah, that's like first level, don't go out and tell blatant lies to people. But see, last night I had this conversation with my son, who has been doing skateboarding for a while. He's been taking skateboarding for like 8 months now. And we made sure that he stuck with it for a good period so that it wasn't just like he's not in the mood. But he stuck with it for a while. And over the last few weeks, his interest has flagged a bit. And my good wife has constantly been checking in with him from time to time just to see how things are going and if he still likes it. Now, last night, we had this conversation because he said he wanted to do scootering instead, which is a class that they offer at the place that he's learning. Scootering instead of skateboarding. And my wife and I were both like, this sounds weird because scootering's way easier. He picked it up almost instantaneously when he got on a scooter the other day. He's not really going to learn much. And so I started digging. And what I found out was not that he wanted to do scootering and that's why he wanted to quit. What I found out was, one, he didn't like skateboarding anymore. And he was afraid to tell us because he thought that if he quit, or that if he told us he didn't like it, that somehow we would be angry with him, despite the fact that my wife has been constantly checking in with him. Second, he really likes the school that he goes to, and he realized that if he didn't do skateboarding, he might not get to go back, and he felt sad about that. So he just picked something else off the menu. Third, the real thing that he wanted to do had nothing to do with either of those, but it was stunt biking. He's been interested in that for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And so I'm sitting here having this conversation with him. It took an hour to get him down to the point where he could honestly and openly declare something. Declare that what he wanted was this other thing. But he was afraid to say what he wanted because he was afraid that somebody else would be upset with him and afraid that it would cost him some of the things that he really appreciates. And you see, that's why I have trouble declaring the things that I really want in life. And I bet that's why you have trouble declaring it too. And we have these lies in our head that we allow to persist. Oh no, I really want this other thing. And we end up settling for things that are cool and fun and comfortable instead of getting what we want. And there's a growing unrest that goes on inside. You cannot get what you want unless you're willing to tell the real truth about what you want, which sometimes means digging a little bit inside yourself to ask yourself if that's what you really want. And my wife today was questioning him a little bit more about why he didn't want to do things and why skateboarding is something that he doesn't appreciate as much anymore. And part of it's because it's pushing him. It's a little scary. And there's like other people around and there's negotiation of space. He's still learning to tell the truth. But if there's anything that you can learn to do and anything you can guide your kids in doing, it's learning to tell the truth. As a man and a father, you're there to lead and to guide and to provide. And the guiding portion is to help them get the answers for their life. And if they're at a young age and learn how to be able to find the answer for what they want in their life, with a little bit of help from you at first, but then they can start to find their own answers, they will be able to guide, lead, and direct their own family or their own affairs much later in a much clearer and powerful way. And so my invitation to you today, as we finish up this Warrior Wednesday a little bit, is to tell the truth. What do you really want in life? What do you really want in your marriage? What do you really want in your business? What do you really want in your friend and relationship kind of space? What do you really want with regard to your spirituality? What do you want with regard to your health and your fitness? What do you want in your life? And don't settle for what's easy and comfortable. Explore it. Get honest. Because that's the place to start. Once you're honest, now you have the possibility of getting what you want, instead of just getting scootering and missing out.